In, we have invited some guests for our discussion, and now I want to like to introduce our today's expert for this session. Now I would like to introduce our first expert, our first renowned guest from the construction industry, that is Mr. Sanjeev Shah. Mr. Sanjeev Shah is the founder of Sanjeev Enterprises, and his explanation in a line is a very less. Now, our second expert is Mr. Shivang Trivedi. He is Senior Coordinator of Cube Construction. We also have Mr. Mahesh Dave sir, Deputy Executive Engineer in Project Implementation Unit. He is working in a Department of Health Family Welfare Department, Vadodara. Now, I would like to hand over this webinar to Mr. Sanjeev B. Shah. We start with our topic post COVID construction build back and better. Yes, Sanjeev sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. Good evening to everybody. Please be safe at home in this very, diverse scenario where nobody has expected this to happen. And during my talk, if anybody is not able to hear or my voice is not clear, kindly give the message to the administrator so that it can be taken care. Okay, now starting with the scenario, I would like to just talk about the current scenario, right? What is the current scenario in India in construction projects? The total ongoing project in India are in lakhs of crores of rupees. It is in lakhs of crores. The manpower which is directly generated because of this construction activity is more than some crores. It must be 15 crores, 20 crores. This is the amount of direct employment which is given by the industry and the other construction divisions of the industry which are connected to this. Then we talk about manpower deployment. Manpower deployment is around 80% of the total manpower which we have normally in India, in which 60 to 65 percentage of the manpowers are vibrant migrant manpower, and they are at present in reverse migration mode. Reverse migration mode means government has already taken a decision to see that all these laborers are taken back safely to their home, and they are all in a reverse migration mode. Then another major important thing which is going to happen in this current scenario is we are going to talk about fragmenting logistics and supply chain. We are also going to talk about finance involved, salary to the staff, workers, EMI, machinery ideal, and all these things. And the most important things which we are going to talk about is force major. What is force major? Many contractors and many builders and everybody must have been gone through this when signing the tender and the contract. But eventually they have never come to use this force major. This is a time in COVID-19 when any builder, even if they come into RERA or any contractors, government contractors or anybody who are in this process, they have to evoke this force major clause. What is this force major clause? Force major clause will talk about that both the parties who are involved, a client or a contractor, both the parties are, for a contractor, if they write a letter to the client that this being an act of God. What is force majeure? It is an act of God where we are talking about war, we are talking about riots, we are talking about epidemic like this, we are talking about flood, which is not in the control of any of the parties. In this scenario, the contractor has to write a letter to the client and evoke this force majeure clause. But this clause just gives you an extension of time limit. It does not talk about any other cost involved. They'll be just talking about the time limit which is being extended. So client cannot impose penalty on you. But now just going against this particular force majeure clause, there are many contractors who has evoked this force majeure clause for because they are a big sufferers of this construction industry. So they have used this clause to evoke a void contract. This is something which lawyers can decide. This is something which is a legal matter, but I'm just throwing a point on the learned audience or the students who are present here to understand that in force majeure, it is not basically what it defines. But there are people which says that force majeure also defines that if you are a big sufferer and you are not able to continue with the job because you have made so many losses, then you can try to evoke the contract, which is make the contract a void contract, which is left to the lawyers and the legal department. They will be able to give the right verdict on this particular part. There are contractors who have even gone to the court of law, or they are thinking to go to the court of law for the ideal charges of their manpower, for the ideal charges of the machineries which they have used in the construction scenario. Now, when we talk about this current scenario, I think I am able to impress upon you to understand what is this current scenario of construction of Indian construction, which is involving manpower, material, and logistics. Now, what are the negative impacts which are going to affect this particular scenario? This current timing of pandemic has affected the quarter four, which governs the 30 to 40% of the revenue of the construction industry, which also affects the confirmation of the new work in the coming financial year. So if both these things are going to be affected, the last quarter is not going to give any result, which will again see that the GDP which the India is having, construction industry being one of the largest industry after agriculture industry, which takes care of the better GDP than the normal scenario. Now, the total life has been in a standstill. The revenue received by the contractor is not there, and there is a possibility of a liquidity hostile in capital incentive market segment. See, if you just try to understand the scenario, I think it was 23rd or something when the first lockdown started. Now we are around 40 to 50 days. The scenario seems that we'll not be able to start the work up to June 1st. And maybe within few days, you will get a monsoon which is going to be very good as per the meteorological department. The laborers have already left the places, and the scenario is, it seems that for 4 to 5 months, you will not be able to gain proper, maybe it is up to 7 months, that you may not be able to get the proper work done, or you will not be able to get the progress, or you will not be able to see that the work is defined as per what your schedule was there or what your budget was there. So, fourth major clause can guarantee you the extension, which is very important, so that the contractor does not get into a penalty clause. Now, for an ongoing project, the availability of the material is also the biggest problem. Because of this fragmented supply chain, why I'm talking about fragmented supply chain? A driver is saying in a village, the Sarpanch will, at this present scenario, as I am in continuously talk with the suppliers in and around Baroda, the driver is not allowed by that particular village Sarpanch to go out of the house. If he goes out of the house, then, hello, I am not able to hear you properly.
No,
Yes, it is clear, sir. No problem.
sir, it is clear, very much clear.
It is clear, no? Thank you. Okay.
Huh.
Uh, the availability of the material has become a big problem. As I said, the drivers are not ready to come out of the village, because if they come out, then the Sarpanch has warned them that they will not allow them to go inside the village for at least 2 months. So it is a big problem. The supply chain starts from supplier, it goes to the truck, it goes to the royalty person, it goes to the rent. It is a big supply chain which takes care of aggregate basic materials of construction. So, and again, now what is going to happen? Supposing even if slowly the lockdown starts, then these suppliers are going to take advance from the contractors or the builders. When they are going to ask for the advance, the contractors and the builders are at present in a crunch situation. So, which is always going to create a problem for the contractor or builder. Now, capital investment in this current scenario is also going to have a big, because builders and contractors affect a big scope of a big chunk of a GDP to our industry. Now, the project costs, which are normally being happening, it is going to see that the cost of the project is also going to increase. As the time is going to increase, a lot of overheads, lot of problems which are going to come. But as it is said that every dark cloud has a silver lining. So this particular COVID is also going to bring a lot of positiveness in the life of a person. The only thing is everybody has to be stable and keep their mind clear, gain knowledge, and act very wisely. So what is going to change in this scenario after the construction? The positive thing which is very important is going to come. I said that construction industry is one of the most unorganized industry. This is a time when slowly, this industry is going to get organized. Why do I say that? it is going to be organized because we are talking about new SOP. New SOP is going to come into place. It is going to take about a safe practices, which will be a great thing for the unorganized people. Every planner, architect will have to think differently. Have you ever thought about in your life or in your any premises? Maybe it is a restaurant, maybe it is an auditorium, maybe it is your house. Have you ever thought that you should have a washroom or a wash basin outside your house where before the person comes into your house? Everybody will have to think out of the box. Everybody is going to turn their life into a different problem. Innovative and adaptability based practices available to adapt the new norms while working in the construction industry is going to happen very fast. Now, job safety analysis, job hazard analysis will be in place, citing the new guidelines for the work. It is obviously going to happen that this job safety and job hazard, which nobody takes care. See, if I try to make you understand this particular point, if a contractor or a builder or a client is doing his house, there is no safety analysis, there is no environment, health, safety policies, people do not take care of safety, people are dying. There is no such concern of the human being. The moment you go into a slightly better public sector unit, then there are some systems which are taken care. There is a safety officer, there is somebody who's going to take care about health, about everything which is going to be taken care. And the last thing, when you go to a multinational company, then the total scenario changes. Here, you are being told to wear full sleeve clothes. You cannot even go with an half sleeve coat. There is an uniform which is there. The temperature gun is going to be there. You will have to go through that or sanitizing tunnel. Then when you are going there, every safety norm, every halt norm, even if you are doing an excavation, it will be able to done like this. It will be a special SP for that. Now, I'll just try to make the things in a different way. We have been hearing from, I think, from 5 years or 10 years, that is where I was hearing, that there is a plastering machine where you can do the plaster instead of using the labor. So, can this change again now? We have been hearing this, but we have never put this into practice. But because of this distancing norm, can this change? Is it a possibility that instead of one mason and 5 manpower required for loading, unloading, and doing the plastering, is it possible that you are going to change that by using the machine where only you are going to use 50% of the manpower? I'm going to take one very good point which everybody should hear about it, the students who are here should kindly listen to it. The requirement of EHS engineers or an officer is going to be compulsory during this current time. The moment this COVID-19 is over, lockdown is over, you are going to see a serious jump in the area of EHS engineer. It is environment, health and safety engineer. There is a master's course in NICMAR, Pune, which they are specifically doing this. Parul and other universities can also think about starting this master course. It is one of the most innovative things where every site will have one compulsory EHS engineer. This is what I see way forward. The construction project, which normally starts in a haste, and there were nobody to attend the desired SPI and CPI. When I am talking about SPI, I am talking about schedule perform indices. And when I am talking about CPI, I am talking about cost performance indices. If they have been started without any proper planning, then minimum they are going to lose is 10 to 15% of their whatever budget they are thinking. So the time is going to come when everything is going to start with proper take care, proper health management, proper safety management, proper planning, and everything is going to start. There is one new form which is going to start. That is what we call about construction industry, which may shift to modular construction method in near future. What do you mean by modular construction method? We must have heard during this COVID time that in one particular country, a hospital of 57 floors with total furnishing and electricity was completed in the span of 19 days. That was an assembly time. The manufacturing time may have varied, but this is the area where all the construction industry, all the people around can just think to go to a modular construction rather than going to this customized construction, which normally we are doing. Standardizing of the design in case of the modular building, which may increase the manufacturing capacity of the modular contractors, and in a way can make it more user friendly. Clients and contractors. Now now in this current scenario and the scenario back around, you always see that the contractor and the client always see each other with a different eye. The consultant also see with a different eye. The architect also will see with a different eye. But now the scenario is going to come when the client and the contractor or the builder will develop empathy and sympathy towards each other in order to attain solutions pragmatically and sensibly. Better hygiene is going to, while working, will impact better hygiene for labor. Staying will lead to better labor camps facilities, which will become way of life for contractors and builders in day to come. Evaluation. See, you have seen some. There is going to be an evaluation of a class of a new organized labor, contractors, manpower suppliers, who will have their fixed manpower, who was on the fixed payroll. This is a practice which is very small, but it is going to gain traction in a day to day, so that you have a compulsory good manpower. Will the new form, which may be result of transformation of organized structure of construction industry. When it comes to national crisis, all persons are going to stand together and contribute whatever it is possible from their own level. Now, what is a big catch? There is a big catch. The catch is that if we think about doing everything with machinery, if we think about reducing the manpower, then can anybody just think about the employment which is generated by this construction industry, which is more than crores and crores? What is going to happen to these laborers? Who is going to give them a job? Will it not create a big vacuum? There is a big catch. You have to go to machinery, but still there is a catch. Now, when you are talking about machinery, I remember one very good part which one of my senior guide who has expired, but he has given and he has told me during his one of his source. That is my source, which I am telling you, so it's not a story. It was in highway construction, Vapi to Mumbai. It was said that the tenders were prepared by the global tenderers in such a way that no Indian road contractors were qualified. So the Korean companies who got the job, they then subletted to the Indian company. Why they were not qualified? The reason was they were asking for a most different type of machineries which were not available, or not most modern type of the material, very costly machinery, which is very difficult for a normal person to get. Even the base contractors of India were not having this machinery. But what ultimately happened? The Korean contractor gave that work to, subletted that work to an Indian contractor. Indian contractor again subletted that work to a local contractor. Now, what happens to the local contractor? The job which is 100% has now reduced down to 80% because there was a cream which is taken by an in-between contractor, and now he does not have this machinery. So the Korean person is ready to give the machinery on hire. He is going to charge that. So eventually that person is going to work at 65%, and which is a very dire condition where there can cause bankruptcy and it can cause even depression. Now, we talk about what is the way forward for construction industry. When we talk about the way forward for construction industry, prioritizing the project based on the graphical mapping, manpower availability, revenue generation, and meet with client to finalize reasonable completion date. Prioritization of the project can be done based on the following factors. You have to be very clear about your project location type. Engineering requirement for the project is the second point, which you have to be very clear. The third point is procurement state in project 4. Labor requirement, availability for the project, plant and machinery requirement, availability for the project, adoption of the new construction technology in project, scheduling status of project, budget and the cash flow, contracting and governance. So these are the basic outline which I have been just trying to go around. I think I have completed my 20 minutes. Okay, am I allowed to go ahead, or you will like to go with the next speaker, madam? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, sir, if anything is remain, then you can go.
Okay, can I continue with? Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, you are
Yes,
still.
if something is remain, then.
Okay. How many minutes do I have to talk, ma'am?
Sir, we have 1 hour and we have three speakers. So in last 10 minutes, we are taking some questions. So
Okay,
till
so
we have
how
a
many
time.
minutes? How many minutes I have completed, ma'am?
Sir, you have
Around
completed
15
20.
minutes, sir.
Yes, around 15 minutes.
I'll just take 3-4 minutes and then I'll conclude.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, no problem,
So,
sir.
so, so my particular advice to the person who is in construction industry is this particular moment of the time, he has to be very cautious about what type of the job he is taking. He may be a small contractor, he may be a small builder, he may be a big contractor. The thing is that when nothing is in your control, the total laborers which are going to take care of your job are not available. They have already been on the reverse migration mode. And the local laborers which you are going to look upon, they are going to be a very costly affair for you. And the efficiency which they are going to give you is again is going to be very less. Now, what is going to happen, which happens in a normal construction industry, any point of time?
Yes, sir.
What will happen? So supposing you have with lot of troubles, with lot of payment, special boss and everything, you have brought the laborers from say Panchmal district where you can get the laborers. Say you are getting. When you get it to the site at the evening, the contractor next night will come to your place, talk to the contractor. He will say he is paying you 500 rupees. I am going to pay you 600 rupees.
History. History, ma'am.
Just come to my side. Then the contractor is also going, labor contractor is very smart. They will say that I have got 50,000 advance on my head. I cannot run away unless that payment is being made to me. Then he'll say, okay, I'll give you 15, okay, I'll give you 15. So this vicious circle of very less laborers.
Yes, sir. Sanjeev, sir. Okay. Uh, uh,
Hello.
now I would like to
Any
hand over
problem,
our
sir?
mic. Sanjeev sir is not audible. Okay, no problem. Now I would like to hand over our mic to our next expert, Mr. Sivang Trivedi. Yes, Mr. Sivang Trivedi.
Hello.
Yes,
Yes. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes,
yes,
yes, yes.
Okay.
yes,
Thank you, first of all, Parul University for giving me this opportunity. And Sanjeev sir has talked very nicely on the topic for current situation and future situation for construction industry and especially for real estate and contractors. And I would just point out few more points in addition to that. Currently, the situation is
What's that, ma'am?
very critical, and our construction industry is basically depending upon the four major factor, which is called 4M theory. So, manpower, material, machinery, and money. Four major parts are there. And looking to the current situation of COVID-19, which is very critical for construction industry, and looking forward to again for the 6 months. So, is it very critical to come back? And as Sanjeev sir said that currently the manpower is in a reverse source of this is in a reverse condition that manpower is reverse migrating. So this situation is very dangerous. So for the next time, for the next few months, there will be a possibility for three major points. First point, that construction industry has to sustain with the available resources. That is first point. The second point, that opportunity which is not currently available, which is going to be raised in future months. So we need to just wait and watch for the opportunity. Third point, employment, rising of employment for the EHS and PPE engineers like safety engineers and environment and health safety engineers. So this kind of opportunity will be there. So as per the Sanjeev sir's suggestion, I am also agree 100% agree with him that more of our our universities of in Gujarat has to think about that, and we should start a new courses of EHS and PPEs. Again, the fourth part is that we need to maintain our cash flow with available resources. At that time, we need to learn more about machineries, more about material availabilities, and how we can conclude our work. Rather, he is a real estate. Rather, he is from real estate or he is from contractor association. So we need to get back from all this kind of work. So first part is to work with the available resources. Currently, all the situation says that laborers are in reverse migration process. So currently availability of labor is very less, and we need to sustain our work. We need to rotate our work with the machinery and other source of options. So other source of option for, as per the Sanjeev sir's example, plastering machine is there. Also some extra machineries are there. From excavation to finishing work, machineries are available. So currently we need to move forward towards the new thinking, towards the new innovative ideas, and for the new type of construction methodology. Secondly, for the second point is for the students that who are passing, going to pass in 2020, or who are finding their opportunities for construction industries. So I would like to tell them that there is no any kind of worry after COVID-19, because if some problems are, then there is 100% solutions are available. So after COVID-19, current situation of COVID-19 is currently many more jobs are there, which are many kind of real estate developers and the contractors are there who cannot afford current staff, or they are going to cut short their staff. This is current situation, but in a few months or in the next future, there will be an opportunity, because manpower is currently less, and in a nearer future there will be opportunity for newcomers also. So for the students or for the construction industry workers or employees, there is a new opportunity also. After 6 months, you need to be ready for a move forward, or I mean, कहीं पे भी आपको जाना है तो आपको रेडी रहना है. और सेकंड चीज ये है कि अगर आप ऐसा सोचते हो कि आप करंट मेथोडोलॉजी से ही सस्टेन कर पाओगे, तो वो अब नेक्स्ट टाइम में नहीं होने वाला है, क्योंकि आपको नई चीजें सोचनी है, नई चीजें बतानी है, और नई चीजों के साथ आगे बढ़ना है. क्योंकि अभी करंटली लोगों ने कोविड के साथ जीना सीख लिया है. लॉकडाउन की सिचुएशन में हम लोग घर बैठ के भी काम कर रहे हैं. तो आने वाले टाइम में मेजर क्या होगा, अभी हमारे टोटल 21-22 प्रोजेक्ट्स चल रहे हैं. तो ये सारे प्रोजेक्ट्स के दौरान अभी लॉकडाउन सिचुएशन में हमें क्या करना है, वी नीड टू गेट रेडी फॉर प्रोक्योरमेंट प्रोसेस, which is material. We need to get ready for the documentation process, that is planning and procurement of material, so that when we get some time after lockdown for execution work, so we can instantly start construction. So ये situation में हमें प्लानिंग, डिजाइनिंग और पूरे के पूरे प्रोजेक्ट्स का कॉस्ट एनालिसिस कंप्लीट कर सकते हैं. और ये सिचुएशन के बाद जब एग्जीक्यूशन का टाइम आएगा, लॉकडाउन खत्म होगा, और फॉर्चुनेटली जब काम के लिए टाइम खुलेगा, तो उस टाइम पे अगर बैक प्रोसेस, डॉक्यूमेंटेशन, कॉस्ट एनालिसिस, एस्टिमेशन, कॉस्टिंग, डिटेलिंग, ड्राइंग्स प्रिपरेशन, ये सारी की सारी चीजें अगर रेडी होगी, तो आगे के काम करने में कोई दिक्कत नहीं आएगी और बैकअप करने में ज्यादा फायदा होगा. सो अभी के फिलहाल जो स्टूडेंट्स है जो अभी यहाँ पे सुन रहे हैं मुझे, तो मैं उनको ये कहना चाहूंगा कि एस्टिमेशन और कॉस्टिंग के सब्जेक्ट्स है, उसमें आप ज्यादा वर्कआउट कर सकते हो. सिमिलरली ड्राइंग, एनालिसिस, क्वांटिटी कैलकुलेशंस एंड बजटिंग, खास करके है टेंडर और बजटिंग, जो प्रोसेस के अंदर आप ज्यादा अपना टाइम इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हो, उसे सीख सकते हो, और आने वाले टाइम में यही चीज आपको एक नई अपॉर्चुनिटी दे पाएगी. क्योंकि अभी के टाइम में ये सब चीजें चल रही है, जब फ्यूचर में ओपन होगा तब प्रोजेक्ट्स के लिए सिर्फ और सिर्फ एग्जीक्यूशन करना है, कम बैक करना है, हर एक कंपनी को अपना कम बैक करना है. बिकॉज every firm, whether they are from the real estate background or rather they are from the contractor background, so they need to get back from the economic crisis. Currently economic crisis are there. So ये सब चीजों में ओवरकम करने के लिए आपको आपका कंस्ट्रक्शन वर्क करंटली स्पीड अप करना पड़ेगा. साथ ही आपका मनी का रोटेशन जो है वो आपको स्पीड अप करना है, और वो करने के लिए आपको मैन पावर, मशीनरी और मनी मटेरियल चाहिए. अगर ये सब चीजों का आपने पहले से प्लानिंग किया है, तभी आप इन चीजों को कैचअप शेड्यूल के द्वारा आप वापस पा सकते हो. कैचअप शेड्यूल इज नथिंग बट व्हेन योर प्रोजेक्ट इज डिले फॉर 3 months, 5 months, 6 months, and you are preparing all the documents for the catch-up schedule, like how you can get back from this kind of delay. So आपको ये कैचअप शेड्यूल रेडी करना है, और उस कैचअप शेड्यूल को फॉलो करते हुए आपको उसे अचीव करना है, तभी आप अपना रोटेशन पास सकोगे. रियल एस्टेट में ऐसा नहीं होगा. रियल एस्टेट में शायद ऐसा होगा कि अभी फिलहाल उनको इन्वेस्टर नहीं मिल रहे, तो बिल्डर्स के लिए उनके एंड यूजर्स जो है, जो मकान ले रहे हैं या हाउसेस ले रहे हैं, तो वो जो तादाद है वो कम हो रही है। पिछले 3 महीनों में रियल एस्टेट की जो माल की बिक्री है वो कम हो गई है। तो वो आने वाले 6 महीने में मार्केट के ऊपर या कोविड-19 की करंट सिचुएशन के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है कि वो फिलहाल में फ्यूचर कैसा रहेगा। तो उसके ऊपर भी डिपेंड करेगा बिल्डर्स के लिए। लेकिन जहां तक एम्प्लॉइज, सिविल इंजीनियर्स, कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स, सब कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स की बात है, उन लोगों के लिए अपने दिए हुए काम, अपने दिए हुए कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स जिनका ऑलरेडी वो साइन कर चुके हैं, वो एक शॉर्ट टर्म के लिए, जैसे संजीव सर ने कहा, आप टाइम लिमिट एक्सटेंशन ले सकते हो आफ्टर राइटिंग अ लेटर टू योर क्लाइंट। बट वो टाइम लिमिट एक्सटेंशन भी एक लिमिट तक होगा। वो लिमिट अचीव करने के लिए आपको डेफिनेटली कैचअप शेड्यूल बनाना पड़ेगा। तो पोस्ट कोविड जो सिचुएशन है वो आपको, आपके कंस्ट्रक्शन इंडस्ट्री को मेरे हिसाब से स्पीड अप करने के लिए, ग्रोथ देने के लिए, आपको बैकअप आने के लिए, अगर फास्ट काम करना है, वो चीजें करने के लिए डॉक्यूमेंटेशन, प्लानिंग, आपका जो पूरा कॉस्टिंग है, बजटिंग है प्रोजेक्ट का, वो अगर अभी फिलहाल के स्टेज में क्लियर होता है, तो हर एक कंपनी, हर एक रियल एस्टेट डेवलपर, हर एक कॉन्ट्रैक्टर अपने रिस्क को आफ्टर लॉकडाउन अचीव करने का एक अच्छा सा ट्राई कर सकते हैं। साथ ही अपॉर्चुनिटी जो डेवलप हो रही है, क्योंकि आने वाले टाइम में हॉस्पिटल्स और बहुत सारे ऐसे इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है जिसकी डिमांड ज्यादा होगी। करंटली आई एम इन वेल नोन कॉन्ट्रैक्टर फर्म कि हम लोग हॉस्पिटल्स बनाने के लिए बहुत फेमस है। तो हॉस्पिटल्स की अभी की फिलहाल की जो सिचुएशन है, हमारे सारे बनाए गए हॉस्पिटल्स आज क्वारंटाइन के लिए यूज हो रहे हैं, सो दैट इज गुड। और अभी गवर्नमेंट के हिसाब से नेक्स्ट जो डेवलपमेंट और जो भी डिमांड आएगी वो है पब्लिक की हेल्थ और सेफ्टी के लिए। तो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर का ज्यादातर जो इन्वेस्टमेंट रहेगा सरकार का, वो पब्लिक के लिए, उसके हेल्थ के लिए, हेल्थ और आरोग्य के सेक्टर के लिए रहेगा। तो उसके लिए भी हमें सारी अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलने वाली है। तो वो चीज भी अच्छी तरह से डेवलप हो सकती है। तो थिंग इज, लास्ट चीज जो रहती है मनी, फाइनेंस, जिसकी हम बात करें, तो वो तो पूरे देश का अभी बैक हो रहा है। अभी फाइनेंस की कंडीशन देखे, इकोनॉमिक क्राइसिस जो है पूरे देश के खराब हो रहे, तो वो चीज सिमिलरली कंस्ट्रक्शन इंडस्ट्री में भी हावी हो रही है। वो चीजों को भी अगर आप कम बैक करना चाहते हैं, तो वो चीजों को कम बैक करने के लिए भी आपको जो नॉर्मल 3-4 लोकल है, जो अवेलेबल रिसोर्सेज है, उससे आप उतना स्पीडी नहीं कर सकते। तो क्या करना चाहिए? तो उसके लिए आपको नए जो टेक्निक है, नई मशीनरी है, उसकी एडोप्टेटिव करनी पड़ेगी। उसके लिए थोड़ा बहुत इन्वेस्टमेंट भी लगेगा, जो फिलहाल के टाइम में पॉसिबल नहीं है। लेकिन इनोवेटिव काम, स्पीडी वर्क करने के लिए कुछ ना कुछ तो करना ही पड़ेगा। और वेयर देयर इज अ विल देयर इज अ वे। सो वो सब करने के लिए, अचीव करने के लिए, आफ्टर 6 months आफ्टर दिवाली, some good opportunities will be there. So at that time ये सब चीजें अडॉप्ट करने से आपके कंस्ट्रक्शन इंडस्ट्री को, एम्प्लॉयमेंट को, रेगुलर कॉन्ट्रैक्टर जो सेक्टर के जो लोग हैं, एम्प्लॉयज है, फॉर्म्स है, रियल एस्टेट बिल्डर्स है, उन लोगों को भी ग्रोथ चाहिए। तो ये चीजें डेफिनेटली अडॉप्ट करनी पड़ेगी। साथ में जो स्टूडेंट्स है, उन लोगों को अभी से बता दूं कि आप एस्टिमेशन, कॉस्टिंग, बजटिंग, क्वांटिटी कैलकुलेशन वाली सारी, मैं फिर से दोहरा रहा हूँ कि आप ये सब सारी चीजों में थोड़ा ज्यादा डेवलप करें अपने आप को, ताकि आने वाले फ्यूचर में आपको ये सब चीजें काम लगेगी। और एक अच्छी जॉब पाने के लिए, या फिर अच्छा सा एक कंसल्टेंसी या कुछ अपना बिजनेस स्टार्ट करने के लिए ये हेल्पफुल रहेगा। हालांकि बिजनेस स्टार्ट करने के लिए अभी का टाइम प्रॉपर नहीं है, पर जॉब के लिए एटलीस्ट जॉब की अपॉर्चुनिटी आती है। तो अगर आपके फंडामेंटल ये सब चीजों के दौरान जो क्लियर रहेंगे, तो आपको इसमें काफी हेल्प मिलेगी। सच 2-3 और चीजें हैं जो मैं बताना चाहता। हाँ, यस उर्वी,
गो अहेड।
ओके। और 2-3 चीजें हैं जो EHS के बारे में सर ने बात कहा, एनवायरमेंट, हेल्थ एंड सेफ्टी और सेफ्टी इंजीनियर्स, उसकी भी डिमांड आने वाले फ्यूचर में बढ़ने वाली है। तो उसके लिए भी एक अच्छा सा अपॉर्चुनिटी आने वाला है। तो उसके लिए भी हम लोग ट्राई कर सकते हैं। जिन लोगों को एनवायरमेंट, हेल्थ एंड सेफ्टी इंजीनियरिंग में इंटरेस्ट है, तो वो लोग उसके बारे में जान सकते हैं, उसके बारे में अपना करियर भी बना सकते हैं। और साथ साथ ये सब चीजों के साथ साथ हेलो हेलो
Yes, yes,
या
Shivam, you are
एक तो
audible.
चीजें या एक तो चीजें और भी है कि ये सारी चीजों को अचीव करने के साथ साथ हम लोग पॉजिटिविटी कभी ना छोड़े और पॉजिटिव थिंकिंग कभी ना छोड़े। आने वाला फ्यूचर हमारे लिए तो ब्राइट है ही है, और हमें वो सारी चीजों में से, सारे जो भी अभी के प्रॉब्लम्स है उन सब में से अपॉर्चुनिटी को ढूंढना है। तो वी शुड नेवर लूज होप्स। हमें सिर्फ और सिर्फ अपॉर्चुनिटी ढूंढनी है और उसका फायदा उठाना है और उसको लेके आगे बढ़ना है। दैट इज व्हाट माय कंसर्न फ्रॉम माय साइड। So I just want to tell this kind of things. Should I continue or rest my session?
Uh, uh, s- Sir, please be with us for question answer session. We required you. Now the real man from the site. Yes, he is on. He is with us from site, directly from the site. I would like to tell Mr. Dave to hand over the mic. Dave sir.
थैंक्स उर्वी। हेलो, हाँ सुन रहे हैं ना?
Yes,
हेलो, सुने दे रहे हैं
yes, it's
Yes, yes,
yes.
Dave sir,
ना? हाँ
you are audible.
तो थैंक्स फॉर अलाउइंग मी टू प्रेजेंट हियर। और सबसे पहले बताऊंगा कि कोरोना रिलेटेड जो हम लोग जो बात कर रहे हैं, तो कोरोना के बारे में थोड़ा समझा दें कि कोरोना के जो फैलाव होता है वो एक दूसरे के टच से, और वो सब बाकी सब कुछ लोग जानते हैं कैसे फैलता है, क्या फैलता है, और अभी लॉकडाउन किस लिए है ये भी सब हम लोग जानते हैं बराबर। पर ये लॉकडाउन खत्म हो जाएगा या होगा उसका मतलब हरगिज नहीं है कि कोरोना खत्म हो गया है। तो जो अभी जो हम लोग अभी जितना भी गवर्नमेंट प्रोजेक्ट वगैरह होते हैं ऑलरेडी टाइड अप सिचुएशन में होते हैं। जो 2 साल का काम है वो 1 साल खत्म करने के लिए ही पहले से टारगेट दिए जाते हैं। तो इन सब के बारे में जितना भी संजीव सर ने पूरा डिटेल में समझाया, बताया, बहुत सारी बातें कवर की उन्होंने, शिवांग ने भी अच्छा खासा बताया। तो हम लोग का क्या रहता है कि जल्दी जल्दी काम करने का हर एक को रहता है। तो अभी ये 2-3 महीने का लॉस हुआ था, जैसे अभी बोल रहे थे शिवांग कि उसको कवर कर लेंगे, एक्चुअली कवर नहीं हो पाएगा और कवर करने की जरूरत भी नहीं है, क्योंकि हमको वही प्रिकॉशन पूरे लेके ही काम चालू करना है। डबल स्पीड से करने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है अभी। उसके बाद जैसे ही स्टार्ट होगा पूरा जो भी हमारा सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग मेंटेन करते हुए, लेबर का सैनिटाइजेशन से लेकर सारी चीज़ों का ध्यान देते हुए ही काम चालू करना है। और नियम सारे पहले से ही बने हुए हैं, लेबर कॉलोनी बनाना, लेबरों को अच्छे से रखना, सेफ्टी उनका हेल्थ वगैरह का ध्यान रखना, सब कुछ है। पर इग्नोर होता था, ये सब चीज़ें में कोई इतना ध्यान देता नहीं था, पर अब देना पड़ेगा। तो अभी जो कोई काम चालू होगा कंस्ट्रक्शन का या जो भी एक्टिविटी होगी, तो उसमें पब्लिक का भीड़ गैदरिंग ये सब कम करना पड़ेगा। फिर उनके सैनिटाइजेशन का ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा, उनके खाने पीने का, उनका कॉलोनी का। और जो लोग अभी जो अपने नेटिव्स में चले गए वो जल्दी आने वाले भी नहीं है, उनको समझा के लाना और उनको काम के लिए वापस इन्वॉल्व करना, तो ये सब टाइम लेगा। एक्चुअली लॉकडाउन के बाद मेरे को लगता है एक स्लो डाउन जैसा एक आएगा जो पीरियड, तो दिवाली तक तो ऐसे ही निकल जाएगा। दिवाली तक तो धीरे धीरे काम चालू हुआ तो भी अच्छी बात है। उसके बाद हम लोग धीरे धीरे स्पीड अप पहले जैसा माहौल बनेगा, या इम्यूनिटी लोगों की हो जाए एक बार कोरोना के रिलेटेड, थोड़ा भय का माहौल खत्म हो जाए। और फिर भी ये जो प्रिकॉशन है वो तो हमेशा लेते ही रहने पड़ेंगे। ऐसा नहीं है कि जब तक इसका कोई परमानेंट इलाज नहीं होता या परमानेंट इम्यूनिटी वगैरह लोगों में डेवलप नहीं हो जाती, तब तक ध्यान रख के ही काम करवाना और करना है। ये मेरा एक ओपिनियन है। और बाकी सब तो उन्होंने कवर किया, ये कंस्ट्रक्शन रिलेटेड क्या है
Uh,
और हाँ कैसे अभी डेवलपमेंट होगा, कैसे मैन पावर, मनी पावर सबकी ज़रूरत पड़ने वाली है, किस तरह से काम होगा, करवाना है, किस तरह से ग्रोथ वापस कवर करना है। पर वही है कि कोरोना हेल्थ का भी ध्यान रखते हुए काम करना है सबसे पहले।
Okay. Yes, everyone, I want to tell you, Dave sir is the one of the engineer who is the main engineer in constructing all the hospitals, Gotri Hospital, same the work which is continue in current SSC hospital. And in
ऐसे ही
lockdown, during this lockdown, all the construction site work is 100% going on. Am I right, Dave sir? So please tell how you manage whole this
या,
thing.
या। हाँ, तो कोरोना के लिए क्या हमको प्रिकॉशन एडवांस में सरकार ने बहुत अच्छी सिस्टम रखी थी। उन्होंने पहले से प्रिकॉशन भी अच्छे रखे थे, प्रिपरेशन भी जोरदार था। उन्होंने विनोद राव सर जैसे बड़ौदा में वैसे 3 बड़े ओएसडी भी, ऑफिसर ऑफ स्पेशलिटी भी उन्होंने नियुक्त किए, और उन्होंने जब एक पेशेंट भी नहीं था तब हम लोगों ने 250 पेशेंट के लिए प्रिपरेशन कर दिया था। इवन छोटी-छोटी चीज़ों का भी ध्यान रखा गया था कि जैसे सिर्फ कोरोना के पेशेंट है ऐसा नहीं, कोरोना का पेशेंट आए और उसके साथ उसका डायलिसिस का भी अगर है इश्यू, तो उसको भी कॉमन डायलिसिस रूम में ना डालते हुए उनके लिए हीमोडायलिसिस मशीन अलग से अरेंज करने का, अलग से रूम करने का। जैसे हम लोगों ने गोत्री में रातों-रात 19 हीमोडायलिसिस मशीन इंस्टॉल किए। तो इसलिए आज इतने पेशेंट होने के बावजूद भी कहीं रश नहीं, केओस नहीं है, कई जगह पे कोई ऐसा भय का माहौल नहीं है, सब इजीली और आराम से मैनेज हो रहा है। और जो मतलब जितने भी पेशेंट आ रहे हैं या आने वाले हैं, उसकी सरकार ने बहुत ज़्यादा ही मतलब डबल ट्रिपल 10 टाइम्स उन्होंने कैलकुलेशन मार के अरेंजमेंट करवाने के लिए रखा। हम लोगों का काम यही था कि जो तात्कालिक अरेंजमेंट करना है, जैसे जनरल वार्ड या हॉस्पिटल पुराने तो है ही हमारे पास, कोई नया कंस्ट्रक्शन रातों रात करने की जरूरत नहीं है, पर वो जो कंस्ट्रक्शन है उसको ये आइसोलेशन वार्ड बनाने के लिए या पेशेंट जो आइसोलेशन वाले आए उन सब के लिए जो थोड़ा बहुत एक्स्ट्रा अरेंजमेंट करना हो, उनका पार्टीशन करना हो, उनका अलग से सैनिटाइजेशन सिस्टम रखना है, या उनको और जैसे हम लोगों ने भी एसी भी बहुत सारे इंस्टॉल किए थे नेगेटिव प्रेशर के लिए, जो थोड़ा जो बैक्टीरिया वगैरह वायरस वगैरह का जो फैलावा कम हो उस तरह का एटमोस्फेयर क्रिएट करने के लिए। तो ये सब टेम्पररी और परमानेंट जो भी काम करना पड़ा तो वो हम लोगों ने इसी माहौल में भी कंटिन्यूस किया। पुलिस वगैरह ने भी बहुत अच्छा सहयोग दिया। हम लोग खुद जाके खड़े रह के दुकान खुलवा के जो सामान चाहिए वो हेल्थ के लिए किसी ने कहीं मना नहीं किया। बहुत सारे दुकान वेंडर्स वगैरह ने भी अच्छा सपोर्ट किया और उन्होंने इस टाइम पे लेबर वगैरह जो हमारे पास सोर्सेज जो कम अवेलेबल थे, क्योंकि मोस्टली लेबर वगैरह तो एकदम चले गए थे, पर जो कोई थोड़े बहुत बचे थे उन्हीं से काम चला के हम लोगों को जो भी अरेंजमेंट करना था वो किया। हमारा और हमारी टीम जो PIU की है हेल्थ की, उसने बहुत जगह पे बहुत और चारों डिस्ट्रिक्ट में अहमदाबाद है, सूरत है, वडोदरा, राजकोट, हर जगह हमारा अरेंजमेंट करवाया था लोगों ने तात्कालिक, और वो किया। तो लगभग 20,000 बेड के आसपास गवर्नमेंट ने अरेंजमेंट करके रखा, तो सही है।
सर आई वांट टू आस्क वन थिंग दवे सर, ये जो आपने तुरंत ही जो एक्शन लिया उसमें एज ए PIU एग्जीक्यूटिव इंजीनियर आपको कोई दिक्कत हुई एज ए सिविल इंजीनियर? मटेरियल तो आपने बोला कि दुकान खुलवा के आपने
मटेरियल शॉर्ट होता है, नहीं मटेरियल शॉर्ट वगैरह होता है जो अवेलेबल है, जैसे हम
इट इज नॉट सो मच इजी इन दिस टाइम पीरियड।
हाँ, लोगों को कन्विंस करना, कभी दुकान वाला जैसे अभी हमारे पास नंबर है तो उसको बोलना पड़ता है तू आ जा, वो बोले नहीं नहीं मैं नहीं आऊंगा, पुलिस मारती है वो, फिर हम अपनी गाड़ी ले जाके खुद उसको, क्योंकि उनके पास वगैरह भी ऐसे इश्यू नहीं कर सकते। अगर हम लोग मान लो किसी को पास दे दिया तो पास देने के बाद वो हमारे अलावा और कोई दूसरा काम ना करे, वो भी टेंशन रहता है। इसीलिए हम लोग क्या करते थे कि हम लोग खुद जाके उसको गाड़ी में बिठा के लाके आते, दुकान खुलवाते, फिर उसका सामान अपनी गाड़ी में या हमारे जो गवर्नमेंट व्हीकल है उसमें डाल के लाते। तो इतना बड़ा काम नहीं था, तो मैनेज हो गए। बाकी और सरकार ने क्या किया है, पिछले 5 सालों में 9 मेडिकल कॉलेज का कंस्ट्रक्शन किया है। इसकी वजह से बहुत सारा नया कंस्ट्रक्शन, बहुत सारी नई बिल्डिंग्स वगैरह रेडी टू यूज थी, तो इसलिए भी थोड़ा आसानी से मैनेज हो पाया। तो अदरवाइज तो दिक्कत होती है। हाँ, जो हेल्थ इंफ्रा में।
और पोस्ट कोविड क्या हो सकता है अभी आप इसके बाद?
पोस्ट कोविड में तो यही है, प्रिकॉशन तो लेने ही पड़ेंगे। जब तक उसका मैंने बोला वैसा परमानेंट इलाज नहीं होता तब तक एकदम, जैसे लोग अभी थोड़ा सा भी लॉकडाउन खुलते हैं तो ऐसा लगता है जैसे उनका पिक्चर खत्म हो गया, बोला कोरोना खत्म हो गया, उस तरह से जो आ जाता है वैसा नहीं है। तो क्योंकि आप देखोगे तो पिछले 5 दिन में इतने केस दायर हुए, वजह यही है, लोग एक्चुअली सोशल गैदरिंग वापस करने लग जाते हैं। तो उनको जब तक मतलब कोरोना का परमानेंट इलाज नहीं होता है, अगर वो लोग लॉकडाउन भले खुल जाए पर प्रिकॉशन चालू रहने चाहिए।
यस
जो सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग और जो भी सरकार की गाइडलाइन है, अगर उसको फॉलो करेंगे तो हम लोग इसको आराम से कवर कर जाएंगे। और अब जो इम्यूनिटी खुद बढ़ेगी और इसका इलाज वही होगा सबसे बड़ा मेरे ख्याल से। और बाकी वैक्सीन वगैरह कुछ आ गई तो फिर वो शांति हो जाएगी फिर।
ओके, मींस करंट कंडीशन इज ऑनगोइंग फॉर अ लॉन्ग टाइम।
मतलब लॉकडाउन तो जल्दी चलो खत्म हो गया। हाँ, पर लॉकडाउन खुलने के बाद भी प्रिकॉशन लेना। जैसे अभी हम लोग को कंस्ट्रक्शन अलाउ कर दिया गवर्नमेंट ने, नगर पालिका अलावा कंस्ट्रक्शन करना है तो अलाउ है, पर बहुत सारी शर्तों के साथ है। तो वो जो भी कंडीशन है गवर्नमेंट की वो फॉलो करनी बहुत जरूरी है। उसमें हर लेबर का सैनिटाइजेशन लेकर, उनका हेल्थ का रिपोर्ट से लेकर, जो भी गवर्नमेंट जो भी इंस्ट्रक्शन देती है डे बाई डे, उसको फॉलो करना बहुत जरूरी है। उसमें ऐसे में काम, ये सब सारे नियम पहले से भी थे, पर आफ्टर कोरोना तो बहुत ज़्यादा ही उसको केयरफुली फॉलो करने पड़ेंगे।
Okay, okay. Sanjeev sir, I think you are not audible during your last point.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Do you want to share something?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. See, there is another silver lining which I just forgot to tell you, that Prime Minister of India, I think Dave Saab will be able to throw more light on that. Prime Minister of India has, during the last year, in some of the campaign or some of the meetings, he has said that he wants to construct every house for every member of the society. So you can just imagine
Hmm.
what amount of building construction is going to come there. The only thing will people have to change is they will have to change the thought process, they will have to change the attitude, they will have to see that they have to follow the system which European countries and everybody are following. See, I'm just trying to again tell you that there is a system where the moment the system is being taken care with force, or if the system is being taken where that you will lose the money, you are told that if you don't follow this, you will lose the money. As you know, it happens in the class also. Most of the students must be happy to hear what I'm telling. That supposing, homework agla divas karwano, that is what we have decided and that is what we do. But supposing if the marks has to be given every quarter of a month, then people are going to do the homework in time. That's the way it progresses. So if the system becomes very strict and if your payment are being held, I'm sure this type of academic can be taken into a very positive way. See, there are a lot of things which are still required to be covered when I was talking. I wanted to talk about bank guarantees. Now, see what happens, any contractor or any RERA builder, they everybody wants to give a bank guarantee. Bank guarantee is given and the project is extended
Mhm.
for another 3 year months, 4 months. Who is going to pay for the interest? Who is going to again go to the bank? Now, there are a lot of things which are connected to this, a very fragile construction industry. This industry is
Mhm.
so fragile that even one stop goes out, then this industry is going to collapse. So there are very beautiful things which are going to happen. I'm 100% telling you that this industry is going to boom again. But yes, we'll have to keep a lot of patience. We'll have to take care. You have to take care of your resources. You should not, spend your resources unwisely in this scenario. You have to consume your resources in a better way and see that you are able to focus on the right method. See, while I was talking about that EHS system, you'll be surprised that this normal contractor working in a society or in a place where nothing is taken care. If he is being taken to this particular MNC company where he has to work, a laborer will go away within half a day. The engineer or supervisor will run away within 15 days. They will not be able to adapt even a single thing. The adaptability of the safety health is in such a way. I'll just give you an example that if you want to use a cutter machine for cutting of the tiles, you cannot use the cutter machine unless and until the safety officer checks the machine, puts a tag on the top of it, and say it is fine for starting the work. Then also again he'll have to wait to take the permission from the person who is going to really take the site on hand. So what happens? He is there on the site from 8 o'clock, but he cannot start the work up to 9:30, 10 o'clock. And this
Nice.
adaptability of a system is the way forward for everybody who is going to be in this industry.
Oh, okay.
That's very
Okay.
true, sir. Right, right.
Now the question, one question is there from the one engineer of ONGC with us, Vishal Rana. In reality sector, the question is to Sanjeev sir. The availability of in reality sector, the availability of material and labor is very less nowadays. Also, the same nearby future, and opposite side of people having fear about buying in a reality sector. Does this collapse of reality sector is near term future?
Okay,
Sanjeev
Vishal, a
sir.
very good question. Vishal, a very good question. I would say there is always a positive and the negative part of the every story. Try to understand one thing, that it always opens up an opportunity for a buyer, for a builder, for everybody. When the market is down, what does a stock player does? He will always try to, a person who is a very good stock player will try to buy the share when the market is very down and he can use it when it comes very high. So a builder is a person who
Hmm.
is basically a very sensible person who has passed through many wages of the life. He is a builder because he is able to manage so many things in life. So he understands the situation very nicely. He'll pack his card for a particular moment and then slowly he will start selling the things aloud. He is going to get material. I'm telling you one thing which is again a point I would just like to ponder, connecting to your question, Vishal, that the crude market, the purchase of the crude market and the rates of the crude are going into negative phase. Can you believe it? The government is taking care of that. They are not reducing it because they are using it, this fund, in a different areas during the COVID
Another
crisis
pay.
and everything. But these prices are going to go so low that you may be, immensely surprised after the lockdown that you are getting everything at a very low price. And maybe that can be an advantage to the builder. Builder has a capacity of withholding the fund for 1 year or 2 years before he gets completed, because normally he decides to complete it with 1 year. He decides that he wants to sell it in another 6 months, but normally his buildings are sold after 3 years. He has the capacity to take care. And I see in a silver lining, you don't need to worry, Vishal. Everything is going to be okay, and this industry is also going to block.
Okay. My next question is to Shivang Vijay Lalwani sir, faculty from Parul University. Question of his, from the construction point of view, which change are likely to be temporary and which one are permanent? Shivang sir.
एज पर दवे सर सेड, दवे सर ने जैसे कहा कि जैसे जो स्पीड अप करने का है वो इतना जल्दी नहीं हो पाएगा, इतना जल्दी कैचअप नहीं हो पाएगा इंडस्ट्री में. दैट इज वेरी ट्रू कि इतना जल्दी नहीं हो पाएगा. बट कौन से चेंजेस अभी है, मतलब अभी जो है वो सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग रखना है, हमें सैनिटाइजर यूज करना है हर एक साइड पे, थर्मल गन रखनी है, हर एक लेबर का टेम्परेचर चेक करना है, ग्लोव्स पहनाने हैं, सेफ्टी मेजर्स लेने हैं. सो ये सब जो चेंजेस है ये सब टेम्पररी है. आफ्टर वैक्सीन, अगर 2021 तक वैक्सीन आ जाती है या फिर 1, 2 या 3 महीने के अंदर वैक्सीन आ जाती है, इफ देन सिचुएशन विल बी अगेन नॉर्मल. बट द थिंग इज कि कौन से जो चेंजेस है वो परमानेंट हो जाएंगे. मतलब जो भी इनोवेटिव टाइप के जो चेंजेस है, like we are using machineries, we are getting a more use of machineries, अवेलेबल रिसोर्सेज के साथ प्लानिंग करना, मशीनरी का यूज करना, इनोवेटिव आइडिया को इंक्लूड करना था कंस्ट्रक्शन इंडस्ट्री में. जैसे कि सर ने बेस्ट एग्जांपल दिया था प्लास्टरिंग मशीन. सो ऐसी सारी जो भी चीजें हैं जो अभी हम लोग एडॉप्ट करने वाले ये सिचुएशन में, वो शायद आने वाले टाइम में परमानेंट हो जाए. और दैट विल बी अगेन बूस्ट अप फॉर द इंडस्ट्री, अगेन गुड काइंड ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर द इंडस्ट्री कि ये सारी चीजों से हम लोग वापस एक अपनी इंडस्ट्री को एक अच्छी जगह पे पहुंचा सके, एक इनोवेटिव और क्रिएटिव आइडिया के साथ उसको आगे भी ले जा सके. तो ये सारे परमानेंट चेंजेस है जो कि पॉजिटिव चेंजेस के साथ आगे बढ़ सकते हैं. विजय सर.
Okay. Now again, my question is for Sanjeev sir. That is asked by the Kokhar sir from Parul University. That how to minimize this labor crisis in this construction business, and how to overall to come out from this current situation. Sanjeev sir, please.
Yeah, you are basically trying to ask me that with less labor, how you can
Yes.
work. That is basically your question.
Yes, sir. How to minimize this crisis in construction
Okay,
business?
okay. Okay, I hope, sir, you were there when I was talking about this particular point. I had very well said that there is a maximum amount of, we talked about modular construction, we talked about the hospital, which you can assemble within 19 days. So manufacturing can be done at other place. You can straight away, the social distancing problem can also be solved. You will be able to take care of this modular construction, manufacturing of, means if you are preparing a township, then see there is one specific point which I like to talk as a civil engineer. When we talk about specification, we talk about tendering, the processes are different. The specification, though it is written as per IS 456 or IS 1200, the changes from place to place, everything has to be made into one particular status. That for all India, the specification will be same. The tendering process will be same, because see, there is a problem. In one particular tender, there can be 10% security deposit. One particular tender, the client may ask you 10% SD and 10% security deposit. There are different norms and different ways for every different contractor and every different client. If these things are being taken care, and then if see, there is a very different phase which I am trying to convey to you, sir. It is a process change. If the tendering becomes simple, if the process becomes simple, then it is very simple for a contractor to manage the things with machinery without even thinking about using those things, because everything changes from day to day. It is like an exam for a student who has prepared for mathematics, and the next day when he goes to the college, he understood there is a Hindi exam. So this happens to every contractor on site. But if he's aware about exactly what is going to happen, see, there is a problem. When see what Mr. Dave Saab said, I agree to him 100% that everything has already been written, but nobody follows that. So there is a problem. There is a big catch. If you are aware that the system has to follow, then everybody is going to follow. Then nobody is going to think differently. Nobody is going to talk differently. Here the laborers are working on the site without even wearing suits. They are not worried about the life. The human life of a laborer in India is very cheap. Nobody worries about them. We talk about Pakka labor hutment. What do you see on the site? See, if you are able to give them good ambience, if you are able to give them a good hutment to stay, I think your labor efficiency and the workmanship can increase. And using machinery is the only thing. Modular construction is again the thing which can be helped out. I hope I am able to answer your question, sir.
Yes, yes, sir. Same question is asked by one student, Ujas Patel. And one another question is asked by one student, that is residential building prices increasing or decreasing after this COVID-19? Price of residential building is increasing or decreasing?
This question is for me, sir, madam.
Yes, sir. This question is for you.
Okay. Dear, I would like to say I am not an astrologer, but definitely I would like to tell you one thing, that I have an optimism that the because of the crude prices, all the material prices are go down after around 4 5 months or 6 months, because it's a big impact. The world over, the petroleum is not used. The prices of the crude has gone down, and it has a very big impact on the construction industry. If it happens, there is a possibility that it will go down. See, there is a big catch into this. An investor who has invested so much money and his material is not being sold out, so he is sometimes ready to even sell that material at loss. So for a buyer, it is always going to be a win-win condition.
Uh,
I think other
okay.
two can be also answer the question.
Yes, one question from our faculty, Parth Shah
Ur-
sir. That
Urvi,
question.
1 minute. Urvi, 1 minute. Others too can give answer for this. I think the question of the student. They are ready to give the
Yes,
answer.
yes, sir.
David
Uh,
sir, Shivang sir.
yes. Okay. One question is, ma'am, I go for second question or we'll continue with this?
નહીં એ લોકો આન્સર આપવા
हाँ
ને
आपकी बात
બીજા
है.
બે જણને હા આપી
Okay,
દો
okay. Yes, yes, Mr. Dave. Dave sir, you can go.
એકચ્યુઅલી અમે તો ગવર્મેન્ટ કામ કરીએ છીએ, પણ છતાં બી જે બજારના પ્રમાણે વાત કરીએ તો રેસિડેન્શિયલમાં ડિક્રીઝ ત્યારે થઈ શકે જ્યારે લોકો અનનેસેસરી મકાનો ખરીદવાનું બંધ કરી દે. ઘણી જે ફક્ત ઇન્વેસ્ટમેન્ટના પર્પઝથી લોકો એક મકાન હોવા છતાં 4 મકાન ખરીદે છે. એ જ વસ્તુ એકચ્યુઅલી એ પ્રાઇસ ઇન્ક્રીઝમાં મોટો રોલ ભજવે છે. અગર વગર કામ જે મતલબ જે લોકો પાસે મની વધારે હોય ઇન્વેસ્ટ કરે અને એમાંથી કમાવાની ગણતરી રાખે, આ ગણતરી જો બંધ થઈ જાય ને તો પછી રિયલ પ્રાઇસ ઉપર જો લોકો પરચેસ કરે તો ઓટોમેટિક ડિક્રીઝ થાય. અને જેમ અમે સરે કીધું, સંજીવ સરે, કે ક્રૂડના ભાવને લીધે જે અગર મટીરિયલના ભાવ ઘટશે તો પણ થોડો ઘટાડો કન્સ્ટ્રક્શન કોસ્ટને લીધે આવે, બાકી જમીનના ભાવ તો ઘટવાનો ચાન્સ ઓછા છે. પણ કન્સ્ટ્રક્શન કોસ્ટ ઘટશે તો ઇફેક્ટ આવે, અને બીજું અનનેસેસરી ઇન્વેસ્ટમેન્ટ ઘટશે તો ભાવ ઘટશે.
Okay. One question for Dave sir, that we having many empty sites in nearby Baroda. There are numbers of empty houses nearby Baroda.
લાખો
So
ને
is we can convert, yes, then we can convert in hospital, because this government is already trying, and
इट रिक्वायर
this
पर
scenario what we are seeing that.
एक्चुअली वो ज़रूरत के हिसाब से होता है. जैसे हमको अगर हॉस्पिटल के पर्पज से चाहिए तो ऐसा नहीं है कि खाली बंद मकान आपका ले लिया. वो क्वारंटाइन के लिए अलग चीज़ है. 3 4 स्टेज का जो हमारा ट्रीटमेंट है उसमें आइसोलेशन वार्ड है या हॉस्पिटल पर्पज से काम लेना है तो उसमें ये सब नहीं काम आएगा, क्योंकि उसके रिलेटेड और ऑक्सीजन और मेडिकल गैस और दुनिया भर की और भी फैसिलिटी देनी पड़ती है. और सिर्फ अगर किसी को बहुत ज़्यादा लोगों को क्वारंटाइन पर्पज से रखना है तो यूज़ हो सकता है. और वो भी ऐसे एकदम आइडियल है और कॉन्ट्रैक्टर भी विलिंगली देने. जैसे सूरत में एक कॉन्ट्रैक्टर ने ऑफर किए थे, अपनी सारी प्रीमाइसिस दी थी. तो इतना ज़रूरत अभी है भी नहीं, और ज़रूरत पड़ी तो ले भी सकती है सरकार.
ओके, बेसिकली स्टूडेंट का क्वेश्चन ऐसा था कि ये हॉस्पिटल बिल्डिंग को कन्वर्ट करने के लिए नॉर्मल रेजिडेंशियल बिल्डिंग को कोई चेंज करना पड़ेगा, या तो फिर वो वैसे ही जा सकता है। ये क्वेश्चन है, कार्तिक नाम के एक स्टूडेंट का क्वेश्चन है, कार्तिक जोशी, वो ये पूछ रहा है।
वही ना, जैसे नॉर्मल अगर कंस्ट्रक्शन है अपना रेसिडेंशियल हाउस का है, तो उसको वार्ड में कन्वर्ट करने के लिए थोड़ा बहुत तो तब्दीली करना ही पड़ेगा। जैसे अगर वॉश बेसिन वगैरह कहीं कुछ एक्स्ट्रा डालना पड़े, उनका फिर ऑक्सीजन पॉइंट का देने की जरूरत पड़े तो वो देना पड़े, फिर थोड़ा बहुत और भी माइनर चेंजेस होता है, बाकी यूज हो सकता है इजीली, पर्टिकुलर ये आइसोलेशन के लिए। फिर कुछ लाइट
ओके,
वेंटिलेटर वगैरह पॉइंट्स वगैरह एक्स्ट्रा। हाँ ठीक है।
उर्वी,
okay, extra points, electrical points to be installed. Okay, now yes,
हम्म,
Shiva.
हाँ
Yes,
हाँ, मुझे भी इसके रिगार्डिंग एक और बात ऐड करनी है। जैसे कि दवे सर ने कहा, उसमें एडिशनल अल्ट्रेशन करने पड़ते हैं, लेकिन पीआईयू ने और अभी फिलहाल के जो वीएमसी के अथॉरिटीज़ है, उन्होंने अच्छे अच्छे स्टेप्स लिए हैं। उन्होंने अभी लालबाग में नेशनल हाई स्पीड रेल कॉरपोरेशन का फर्स्ट जो प्रोजेक्ट था फेज़ 1 का, जो कि 168 यूनिट्स का हॉस्टल बिल्डिंग था, उसको क्वारंटाइन के लिए कन्वर्ट कर दिया है। तो ऐसा हो सकता है और ऐसा हो रहा है अभी करंटली। 168 यूनिट्स का पूरा हॉस्टल बिल्डिंग है, लेकिन उसमें जैसे कि सर ने कहा, क्योंकि ऑक्सीजन पॉइंट्स वगैरह की फैसिलिटीज चाहिए, वो सब नहीं होती है। इसलिए जो लोग टेस्टेड पॉजिटिव नहीं हुए, मतलब जिनको सिर्फ क्वारंटाइन किया है फॉर 28 डेज या 14 डेज या 7 डेज, तो उन लोगों के लिए, उन लोगों को रखने का जो अलग से जो सिस्टम है, वो इस टाइप के बिल्डिंग में यूज हो सकता है। प्योरली पॉजिटिव लोगों को तो प्रॉपर हॉस्पिटल में ही भर्ती करना पड़ता है। अलग सिचुएशन के लिए ये फिजिबल है, और ऐसा किया भी है करंटली बड़ौदा के अथॉरिटीज ने।
okay. Now my next question is to Sanjeev sir. Our one of the faculty from Parul University, that is Parth Shah. Parth Shah sir is asking that in government sector construction is going on, but in private sector there is a scare about market prices. So how we manage in private sector? This question, Sanjeev sir.
Madam, I was not
Sanjeev
able
sir.
to hear you. There was an interruption in the voice. Can you please repeat the question?
Okay, okay. Yes, sir, I'm repeating the question. In government sector, the construction is going on, but in private sector, there is a scare about the market prices. So how we manage this private sector?
It is basically related to parts are related to the construction of the private, or you are talking about the pricing of the private side?
Crisis in a private sector.
I don't think that whatever the crises are in the government, the same is in the private. Actually, the private is slightly better off because at present government is worried about so many other things in life. They are not worried about the projects. Mr. Davesar will definitely agree with my point. Their mind is diverted to some other point, so they will not, even the payment for the contractor will be a problem for at least few 2-3 months. If I am not wrong, Davesar, you will have to agree with
Yeah,
me. So private sector is not
Yes,
going to be a
Davisa.
factor. It is
priority
not
is
going to
fine.
be a base.
Priority is fine as per Sanjeev sir, his view.
Uh, yes, Sanjeev sir, go ahead.
Yes. So I don't think there will be any major problem. The same thing is going to happen with every industry around. It may be in construction industry, it may be in education industry. Everybody are going to face the same problem for 3-4 months, and then everything is going to be all right. There is absolutely nothing to worry about.
Okay. I think this is the last question of today's our meet, and very knowledgeable and very informative to each one of who are listening this. As this conclusion of this, I want to end with one thing, that prioritization of process, review of revenue generation, engineering requirement, plant and management of equipment, maintaining the cash flow, and uh, having some long time patience is the outcome of this our webinar. So I would like to end this webinar. Anybody want to tell something? Dave sir, do you want to tell something?
Thank you.
Thank you so
Okay.
much, everyone.
Yes.
Thank
So,
you, Sanju bhai. Anyone
Thank
to
you.
want to conclude anything?
sir,
So, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you all of you. Thank you,
Thank
Shivang
you.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you so much to joining with us and sharing your knowledge with us. And estimating and costing budgeting is the conclusion for the student. Now you have to concentrate on this. And from this, we are ending our segment. Thank you so much for
Thank
all
you.
the our experts for coming. It is our pleasure to have you in this summit.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.
Chalo. Bye.